The acoustics are you start strumming along. You start playing some tunes, but you notice that the acoustics are kind of terrible right now.
The acoustics are awful, but I hear it in so many directions.
Yeah, you just kind of get hearing it, and you get a little bit disoriented. And after a while, there's a lot of people are just kind of like, whoever's doing that, shut up.
I put the loot away. I have saved your lives yet again. I mumble to myself. Okay, so the front desk.
The front desk is a small. It's like kind of looks like. I'm trying to. I'll draw it for you. Like that. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. It's like a horseshoe.
And in it is a woman with bubblegum pink hair.
Yeah.
Pulled
Like
back
Nurse Joy.
into a ponytail, and she's got these like half-moon spectacles on.
I've seen that hair before.
And she's sitting there, and she's, writing down some things. And without even looking up, she goes,
what would I roll to determine whether or not I actually think it's Brenda?
that would be
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah, straight intelligence. It's Brenda.
Brenda, what are you doing here? How did you get here before us?
She just, before you even get a chance to open your mouth, do you have an appointment?
You're not Brenda.
It sounds a lot like her.
Might be Brenda. No, but I would like to set one up.
All right, with who? With whom?
I just arrived in town today. My party is the group that slayed the wyvern. We would like to...
She waves her hand before you even get a chance. And she starts looking through her logbook, and she's muttering something under her breath. She seems a little bit peeved by your insistence, and she finally says, "Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, you can set up a meeting with let's see, Bulskabar. Bulskabar will be able to see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow."
Is that AM or PM?
AM.
Okay. My party will be here.
Okay.
Thank you.
How many will that be?
Out of character. Am I including Raven?
Yes.
Okay. Then takes him a second.
This many.
One hand's worth.
5.
5. All right. So 5 for Bolskabar. What is the nature of your visit?
We are just seeking we're seeking just knowledge of the area and possibly, if he knows, legends, rumors.
Mm-hmm. And she takes it all down very dutifully. All right, I shall see that Mr. Bolskabar sees this.
Thanks,
Do you have
Brenda.
anything else today? Have a good day. And she just goes right back to... She takes that piece of paper, sets it over in a bin, and just goes back to...
Brenda is our Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny.
Yes.
As I walk out the front door, I look right at the first door that spoke to me. Now, about that drink. Will you be joining me? It's always good to have a drinking companion.
No. And at this point, he actually takes out a pair of manacles and puts them on you.
Man. What?
It's illegal for drink here.
Well, I haven't had anything.
Yes, but you are seeking a drink, which means that you are not that you clearly had intent to drink. Therefore, you shall be arrested.
It's illegal to drink water?
Isn't that entrapment?
Isn't that a deception check?
Yeah. It's illegal. What if I wanted to drink water? Maybe I was having. I wanted
That's a
a
deception
glass of
check.
water. What?
Throkk, roll deception.
Oh yeah.
That's some
Drink
nice tall glass of.
Do you
Water.
see water around here? We live in the middle of a desert, of course.
Well, then what do you drink? What do you drink? What do you get water from Minist? Seeds of Chaos?
Yes. Yes, we do.
We drink water from the cactus. It'll quench ya! It's the quenchiest!
So the guards basically slap the manacles on you and drag you off to a jail. And now he's trying to break the manacles. At this point, one of the guards clocks you in the back of the head with the hilt of a sword.
What would I roll to see if I don't not pass out?
I guess a Constitution.
Just Constitution or save?
Constitution save.
Yeah, we don't have enough con saves in the game.
It hurts. It hurts like a son of a bitch. But
I turn around. Turn around. I want to kick him in the shin.
you kick him in the shin. He's you little. He goes to like draw his sword fully, and the other guard.
I'm trying to run.
Like the other guard pulls him, and you try to run, but you end up tripping over your own feet, and they slap manacles on your
Legs.
around your ankles as well, and they both between the two of them they like haul you up to your feet, and they start like dragging you through the street.
Would this be an
Ah,
appropriate moment?
I'm gonna have to save him, aren't I?
And turn into a spirit warrior. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have to save him and kill 2 guards, aren't I?
During an RP, you're going to invoke a fucking character limit break.
This is how this is gonna play out. He's gonna be dragged by my fucking card game, and I'm gonna have to go, God damn it, and kill both the guards.
What route do they take? Do they dragging me? Do I end up going through the marketplace again?
You're not going through the marketplace, but as you're being dragged along, this woman kind of runs up and she goes, "What are you doing to this man?" And they say, "Well, he was trying to purchase a
beverage,
drink,"
just a beverage. I was thirsty.
and she looks you over and she goes, "Oh no, this poor guy. You've been beating him up, haven't you?" "No, we have."
Yeah, look at
He
this.
attacked
Look at
us.
this. Look at this. And I just like turn my head and like look at
Release
that.
him
Trying to
right
show
now.
the welt on the back of my neck.
"Release him now." And she just gives him like this really intense stare, and she says, "Now
Is that Brenda?
or," and he says, "Oh, fine." And the other guy goes, but no, no." And they undo your manacles, and they say, "But if we catch him again," get going. And they both turn around and start walking away.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Clarissa.
You seem to have quite the hold over those guards.
You
Clarissa?
don't even know the half of it. "My name is Clarissa," and she kind of curtsies a little bit.
Oh, no. I should be the one that is thanking you, and I just give as deep a bow as Throkk knows to give. He's
Yeah.
not too,
Learned a little bit.
And as she starts talking to you, she says, You must be new to this area."
Yes, my party and I just arrived from, the Kingdom of Relden.
"Oh, that explains a lot." Let me describe this woman for you. She has long, flowing black hair, very deep, like tan skin, beautiful, stunning hazel eyes, and she's dressed very modestly.
You know, up until you said dressed modestly, you were describing Grace, too.
Yeah. Well, this.
So
Yeah,
Throkk
she
is
doesn't
like,
have, she
Throkk
doesn't
is looking
have
at
red
her and
skin
seeing
though.
this-
She has tan skin,
no,
not red.
darker skin. Darker skin. So up until this, so at this point, Throkk is just seeing like a shadow image of Grace, and he starts to miss Railton a little bit more.
Oh. And she says, "Well, you really should be careful, because if you ask the wrong people, you're going to get arrested like that."
He told me
Guards-
that he knew a place to get a drink.
Yes, I know. They mean well. They're stupid sometimes.
Esmeralda.
Listen, if you're looking for a place to get a drink, I can tell you, if you go
What will it
past
cost
the
me?
market,
A
Nothing.
favor? I can owe you a favor.
that'll
I
be
mean, I owe you anyways for getting those.
fine. We'll make it 2 favors then.
Fine.
If you go, and she like points down, if you go past that alleyway and to the right, and there'll be a door in the second alleyway. It'll be on the left. Knock 3 times like this, and say that Clarissa sent you.
Can the rest of my party come if we are discreet?
Yes.
Is
But-
it also an inn? Or is it just a
of
place to-
sorts.
Are
And
we able
as
to get the
she's
room?
talking to you, this man approaches behind her. He's similarly dressed to the guards, big, bulky armor, heavy set, kind of like broad shoulders. Except he's not wearing a helmet. He's got this long, jagged scar that runs across his face over his eye, which is like milky and white. You can see he's orcish in descent, and he's got a battle axe over one shoulder and a long sword on the back. Clarissa, is he bothering you? No. This is my new friend,
Throkk. And
Rock.
I put my hand forward for a shake. You look like you've faced many battles, friend.
Yeah. And he just kind of stares at your hand for a minute. Clarissa, it's time to go. But can I just...
You know, the courteous thing to do would be to reciprocate.
And he looks at you with his good eye. He says, the courteous thing is to pay for your services. And with that, he grabs Clarissa by the arm and takes her away.
Services? Are you calling her a whore?
He's already gone by the time that you put that
It
together.
was like as he was grabbing her. As he's grabbing her, courteous, are you calling her a whore?
At that point, he's just ignoring you.
Fine. Alright, I'm gonna make my way throughout town, just trying to find everybody, passing along the information, and
Alright.
telling them that we should go, like, an hour apart from each other, because it seems like this needs to be discreet.
So, Zed, your card game.
Yes.
I would like you to make a gambling check. So if you actually can, just make an intelligence roll or a dexterity.
Well, I have the gaming set thing here. There's one if
Okay,
I'm playing
so-
straight, one if I'm cheating.
Yeah. If you're playing straight, it's your wisdom, I believe, and if you're cheating, it's dexterity.
Okay, so I have to change that to wisdom for that. Okay, so I'll play straight a couple times and then I'll start cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see how good this hand goes.
When people start
Oh!
going up to you, they say, "You know a place where a man might be able to have a little bit of fun with some cards, perhaps for a little extra earnings."
Well, now we have to delve into my actual feat from the thing. Do I actually know that place? Because I have a feat, criminal contact, that gives me the whole network.
Basically, he was asking you, is it safe to play here?
Oh. But of course.
And the guy looks around and says, "Then let's have a little fun." And
Let's.
he pulls out a gold coin and puts it down on the table.
I match it.
All right, and you made your
Yeah.
gaming set roll.
It was I wasn't even cheating.
Just so you know, when you're cheating, you get advantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
But if you roll a 1 on either of your rolls, you get caught.
Okay.
Yeah, he comes up with like a pair at best. Like he's like, I got nothing, and you just lay out like a straight,
Woohoo.
and you reclaim your gold pieces. He goes,
Yay.
"Let's play again."
I go, okay.
This time he puts down 5 gold pieces.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. I have to actually get out my bag of holding now and adjust this. So I gained 1 gold piece.
Yep.
And now I'm placing down 5. Okay. Okay. And I match his bet.
Okay, so make your roll.
Do I want to risk the cheat? Nah, this is still not high enough stakes to cheat, I don't think.
Again, he thinks he comes up with 2 pairs. He says, "Aha!" And then you put down 3 of a kind. Each. One more round.
Okay. Should we raise it up a little bit and I pull out a platinum?
He pulls out 2 and puts them down.
I'll match.
Sorry, my cat's trying to destroy things.
Alright. Let's see. Coin flip.
All right,
Let's
card
see.
game.
Yeah, card game. I'm just deciding really quick. I haven't cheated yet. Let's cheat. You said I gain advantage, and if I roll a 1, then it's kaput. And I rolled the 1, so he caught me.
So you're trying to be all dexterous and stuff like that, and at one point a card slips out of your hand. He goes, "You're cheating!" And he pulls out a knife, and he says, "You've been cheating this whole time, haven't you?"
No. No, I have not.
Make a persuasion. With
How-
disadvantage.
How dare you impugn my honor, good sir?
Not, what honor? Says the thief.
So he continues to brandish his blade at you, and this time it's getting a little bit closer. He says, "I want my money back."
You really don't want to do that, friend.
Yeah,
I
you
put my
don't wanna mess with me.
I just put my hands up like that, and I'm going for the sleight of hand stealth kill on him.
All right, go for it.
Oh, let's see. Hold on. I gotta review this thing.
So,
Just got somebody in an alleyway.
so
Yeah.
Zeus, remember what we were talking about? This is that moment.
Yeah. So let's see. Sleight of hand.
So killing someone in an alleyway.
Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't see it coming. It's such a quick jab that the hidden blade just comes right out.
I told you didn't want to do that. And yeah, I'll just discard his body in the alleyway, and I'll make off with my now 4 platinum, and I'll just clean up and walk away.
As you're like picking up his body, you notice that a bunch of cards fall out of his sleeves.
Oh, he
He
was
was cheating too.
he was cheating the whole time, and I still beat him basically fair. This is good day. I'm the hero this city needs.
So how do you want to like hide his body? Do you,
Is there like a bunch of like garbage piles or something? I don't want to spend like a lot of time
It's
dissecting.
relatively clean.
Damn. Can I like? Well, they don't have any way to trace it to me, really. Is there? Let's see. I have the crate, sort of. How big is the crate that I have? Can I like?
It's about like yay big.
I'll put it this way: if I break like a bunch of his bones and stuff, I contort him in such a way to hide him inside the crate, kind of.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
This is happening. I just wanted to find some books.
Dude, you need to start donating to some charities because oh my god, that is so fucking chaotic evil.
Yeah, that's you are now at least chaotic neutral.
He's always been chaotic neutral.
No, he's been true neutral, but now he's chaotic neutral.
Okay, I'll change that. Okay. Boop.
That's pretty messed up.
It was just the only thing I had on hand behind a body. I
Could
could.
propped him up against the wall.
I could have
I was gonna
propped.
say press him up against a wall, put a bottle in his hand, make him look like he's drunk.
Just some drunk.
No, I just crushed a bunch of his bones and stuffed him inside a box.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Of course, that's the.
I would have rewound further and
Not stabbed him in the
not
face.
stabbed him. I would have grabbed his hand because there's no fucking way he wasn't cheating too.
I was threatened.
And then
And then you stabbed
call
him
the
in
guards
the face.
saying he's cheating at cards.
Ugh.
1 sec.
Well, what's done is done.
He was technically trying to rob Zed, so
Yeah. Ugh.
that's still pretty messed up.
Throkk, I think you're muted.
Like, you were relatively justified until you decided to break his bones and put them in a crate.
Well, no, like, he's still in one piece. It's just that his legs are bending in ways that they shouldn't be able to. Sort of thing.
Messed up.
I'm not.
Little messed
I'm
up.
not denying that it's messed up. I'm just saying this was my gut reaction as Zed to stuff the body in a box.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Like it's like this was panic mode. Oh shit! The guards are gonna find this. There's nowhere to hide it. There's no trash or anything, and I can't chop him up into pieces and hide him around the city. So I just gotta stuff the body in a box. I don't have the time to dismember the body.
Could have propped it up against the wall.
That was like the furthest thing from my mind. He'll be discovered in about a month.
So you just very calmly just stroll out, knowing full well that there's a dead body in a crate.
Yep. I guess I'll just like undo the dirt on my clothes or something. Like I assume there's like a washing fountain or something in the middle of town. I'll just like splash some water on myself.
Yeah, you find a little oasis. You're
Yep.
able to splash some water on yourself.
Yep.
Take off your hand.
Yep. Well, that went about as well as expected.
So
That's
back
my
in the
new like
library.
that's like my new favorite moment of this campaign so far.
He might kill someone in an alleyway.
He did. He did. Oh.
Christ. I still love gaming with you guys. This is why I game with you guys, because crazy shit like this will happen. Alright, so back at the library, you said that you wanted to try to find the restricted section.
Yeah, I would like to try to find the.
Alright, so I would like you to make an investigation roll. Or give me a perception roll.
Oh god, that's way worse.
There's a lot of books.
May I investigate further?
Without a general the perception is like to figure out there's probably something amiss like over here, and
Alright,
then
you know
the
what?
investigation would be further. But because
Yeah.
what is your passive perception? Because I know you have a +5 to it because
17.
of 17.
Ooh, his is the same as mine.
I will give you. There are a few areas of the library that it looks like there's more to it, but it seems like there's like a wall there or something like that, or like the paint is a little bit off, or there's like some scuff marks.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind while we wait for... Up there he is. But I am going to go up to a librarian and just subtly draw, like just something about the books being new, see how they react. Well, I'm going to walk up to a librarian.
You find
What are we doing?
I'll explain to you in a second. Hang on.
Okay.
you find a younger page who's sitting there trying to file things, and he seems a little nervous.
Hello, sir. Didn't mean to startle you, man.
No. Oh, hi. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just lots of things.
Beard.
And you notice he's sitting with a book, and he's got ink, like an ink well with him, and he's like, he seems to be writing some things, and then he's like scribbling other things out, and he's writing. So it kind of seems like he's doctoring some of the documents a little bit.
So, a lot of these books around here seem to be pretty new.
Yes. It is very unfortunate. You see, there was a fire over a couple of years ago, and we've been trying to restore the.
Is he lying?
Yeah, I want to see if he's bullshitting me.
Yeah, make an insight check to see if he's lying.
I'm gonna whisper in his ear and give him a bardic inspiration die.
I would like to use it.
D8.
It's a D8.
Yep.
D8, yeah.
Our bard is strong.
17.
Ooh, nice.
The verse is strong with this one.
Let me check. Let me see what he gets. Oh yeah, you see right through him. Oh god. Oh.
I'm not gonna call him out. I'm not gonna call him out. I'm just
Yeah, we
gonna.
haven't
Let him-
called
There was a fire. There was a fire a couple years ago. He's just been trying to hit,
Oh, fire. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fire.
I'm gonna look at the man and say, "Do you speak Elvish?"
Do I what now?
I'm wondering what languages you speak, sir. Do you speak Giant, Undercommon,
No. No.
Gnomish at all?
But did he speak? Did he speak Elvish? Did he recognize the Elvish?
Yeah. Do you speak Elvish?
No, he didn't recognize any of the languages that you're mentioning.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have a good day. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
I'm going to.
I'm gonna pull Arranis over.
Can
Talk to.
okay. I've got one. And maybe Mr. Hyper Observant could be able to assist me in this, especially since I'm going to mention it to him in Elvish.
Well, I've got
it's-
something to mention to you because I already did my investigation.
I was going to say, watch where his eyes are to see where the books are hidden.
Oh yes, is the librarian hinting towards any directions nervously?
As soon as you walk away, he like looks back towards one of the walls where there's like seems to be a
like
a
an
missing
off shade.
bookcase.
There's a bookcase.
Like it seems like there's supposed to be one there, but it's not there.
And that's one of those walls that's a little.
Yeah, it's a little janky looking.
All right, I'm going to whisper to my good friend in Elvish here. That wall over there is a little offset.
Are you having fun, Salem?
I'm going to. So Gideon, where you studied, I presume there was a library, correct?
Correct, sir.
Did you happen to bring any female companions in between the aisles?
been quite a while.
See, where I studied, the librarian, instead of just embarrassing the couple that way, would instead shake a bookshelf to scare the shit out of them. What if we took that a step further and pushed a bookshelf over on, let's say, the opposite side and got him to leave?
Could take that even a step further than that.
I can do it without even getting up from where we're sitting.
That's what I was looking to do.
Unseen
All right.
servants.
Unseen servants.
Yep. I've got that too. I also have floating disc.
Yeah, but they can see the floating disc.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they
So-
can.
So you
We're just gonna spend a little bit, like, we're gonna pretend to scribble in our books, but we're really muttering the words for the ritual version of Unseen Servant.
all right? So you both sit there, and all of a sudden,
Actually,
there's this.
he's going to, and I'm gonna work on detect magic.
So you both are sitting there. Also, there's this mighty gust of wind as some papers and things like that fly up into the air, and you can vaguely see the outline of like this relatively humanoid-looking figure. And there's like this thin but low, like, just very vaguely in the back of your ear you can hear it. And Professor, you can see it just as plain as day. You can see a magical aura that's standing next to a bookshelf.
Is this the Unseen Servant, or is this something
Yes.
else?
This is the Unseen Servant.
What kind of magic's on that wall from the detect magic?
Do I?
Nothing that he can see right now.
Okay, and this is mainly our hey, they're using magic on us moment. They're not using magic on. They're like, there's no magic in the immediate area, right?
No.
Would you be a lad and would you go push one of those bookshelves over, sir?
And the servant floats over, and again you can vaguely see like the outline, like, you know, that aha video
Mm-hmm.
where it's everything's kind of drawing. It's kind of like that.
Oh, you mean like the only Aha music video that anyone ever talks
No one
about?
ever knows. Yeah. And he
Take on me.
just puts his hands up
Take
against
me on, bro.
make a what's the strength for your unseen servant?
Low.
Pretty well.
It's
It has a strength of 2.
Oh wow, Arranis, you
roll
better pump
roll
up.
strength minus
off.
4.
How does it only have a strength of
Just
2?
Roll strength minus 4, so
Because
roll
magic.
1d20 minus 4.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
he can keep shaking the bookshelf. It doesn't matter. It's
As
eventually
long as
it's
he
gonna
gets the
start falling
bookshelf
off.
moving.
Like the unseen servant just like boom, and like one of the books like
Just one of the
I
books?
am going to. So at the sound of the book falling over, I'm going to stand up and look scared, and look in the direction.
What is it? What is it?
And I'm going to go over to the man and speak quickly in Elvish, in a panicked tone.
Why do I keep hearing a train whistle?
Oh no, that was my desk because I was
Okay.
closing a drawer. This right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep trying to mute my mic when I do
He
it though.
the guy seems really concerned now that you're speaking to him, and he's just kind of like
So I'm gonna make a gesture like, oh, I have an idea. I'm going to cast Charm Person on him.
okay.
Oh.
And speak to him in common.
What's the DC for that?
High.
16 or 17?
16 or 17 at this point.
Yeah.
16.
Mine's 16, so.
So he doesn't pass that.
Yeah, he just kind of stares at you.
And I'm going to say to him in common, we can take care of that. You need to go home and get some rest.
I need
You
to
must go home and rethink your life.
get some rest.
It's the best. That's the best line of all 3 movies.
You want to buy any death sticks? I don't want to. You don't want to buy any death sticks. I don't want to sell you any death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. I want to go home and rethink my life.
Did you know that he wants to make Obi-Wan spin-off movies from young Obi-Wan?
I would
That
watch
would be
him.
wonderful.
I'd watch him.
He was great.
Oh, yeah.
He was a great Obi-Wan
What
Kenobi.
was his name?
Anyway,
Ewan McGregor or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
He was great.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he was.
Oh, speaking of which, speaking of those movies which no one should usually talk about, watch them again, if you can stomach it, with the idea that Padme and Obi-Wan are actually involved with each other.
Oh.
And that's why he's like, Anakin, stay away from Padme.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I know that there was someone did a thing where they edited all 3 movies down into one movie.
And it's actually
Because you
really
can
good.
do that.
I mean, you could. There's a lot of filler in the first 2, especially.
And it's actually not bad.
Well, here's another curveball along the same lines. Rewatch the Lion King with the thought that Scar is gay, and that's why he didn't get the pride, even though he's the older brother.
I thought that was just something
too
that
much.
was
This is too much.
like Jared
Man,
Irons.
you're really just
Jeremy
giving us a
Irons
dose of the
has-
red pill all of a sudden. What the hell? You spend too much time on 4chan.
Alright, so,
No.
so does the librarian go home?
Yeah, he just kind of stands up and walks out.
Alright, to the bookshelf.
Away!
Yep, you go over to the bookshelf or
See,
the wall.
The bookshelf.
I do lovely nonviolent work.
I'm a big fan of that.
The unseen servant just kind of floats behind you.
Oh, you are dismissed, sir. We don't need you.
I look at Gideon and I say, 5 gold pieces says at least one of them has killed somebody by now.
I'll put down 5 that one of them is I almost got arrested.
Okay. It wasn't that funny.
I just the way you said it. I'm sorry, just the way you said it. Anyway, so yeah, the unseen servant just kind of waves and
See you later, buddy.
You could have left him there to stand watch.
Ah,
Oh,
he's okay.
shit, I gotta get up and get something. I don't know. I'll be right back.
all right. Why don't we take a 5-minute break so we can go grab drinks and stuff like that.
Oh,
On it.
All right, be right back.
it's illegal in Empress.
Not numbers! Don't tell Mom. So, Doombots are live.
Yeah, I actually just got the little devil Timo skin. Cause you know,
Nice. I got the Star Guardian Jinx
yeah,
because she's my other ADC main.
I'm maining Misfortune currently. Cause with what's it,
Misfortune.
Deathfire Grasp, or not Deathfire Grasp, the Deathfire thing for the
Sure, whatever for the Masteries.
Yeah.
Stone.
that is so fucking OP
So
on
good
her.
on her, I'm sure.
Oh
'cause
my
she's
God.
got Mr. Rogers, go away. She's
Yeah.
got so many spells that actually deal single target damage. Well,
I mean, it's
no,
not even that.
AoE.
They just have to damage her.
Yeah, so her Make It Rain and her ult stack up her
And her Q.
next basic, and
And-
then her yes,
Mm-hmm.
double tap, and then her after that she can attach so fast from the is
Strut.
the E her steroid?
No, her W is
Strut.
yeah, W is Strut.
Strut is an attack speed steroid, so she stacks up the stuff for the next spell on a target. That's really good on her. Versus, I'll just go Thunderlords on Tristana.
Yeah, Thunderlords and Tristana or Fervor.
Well, no, I would definitely go Fervor on Jinx just to further increase.
Definitely.
Further increase her speed boost and attack boost from killing an enemy or tower.
I mean, you don't really have a choice at that point. I mean, Fervor on Jinx is the meta.
I want to go OP, but then I couldn't make a P with my hand.
Yep. It's just that in sign language. But you'd see it from this side, P. Let's see here. What else have I been playing a lot of, champion-wise? Let's see, I'm more of a top mid laner again, but I'm more focused on top. But, let's see here, I got Vladimir, who's the other guy? Kennen, because he's OP, for whatever fucking reason, this patch. I got Ahri as well, because I was a good Ahri back last season.
Oh, speaking of things that we've decided to use, for when I have to tweak it a bit to make it my own.
Yeah.
When I eventually plan on DMing my first campaign, as in, like, before my original campaign, I decided on the Dragon Tyrants
module,
which is the Dragon Queen's the Horde of the Dragon Queen and the Rise of Tiamat.
Yeah, I know of them. I have not played either.
I read through them and I was like, they seem like simple enough ideas with so I'll easily have the ability to tweak like character names, location names.
Yeah.
But at the very end, you fight Tiamat, whether or not I tweak it or not.
Yeah. What level is it set at?
It's 1 through 15.
Okay, it's 15th level characters versus Tiamat. That would be a...
But it recommends a party size of 8.
Yeah, because it's Tiamat.
Tiamat at level 8, level 15.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I'll add in some extra stuff, because I'll have to add in character hooks. So adding in character hooks, maybe everybody will get to like 18 or 19 before they get to her, so it lessens the load if I were to only have a 5-person party.
Yeah, 5-person party versus Tiamat, they definitely need to be above 15.
So, well, no. If you have a 6-person party of 16, it turns into a hard encounter.
Well, yeah, that's why I said 5 above 15.
Let me pull up Dual Fight Club.
Yep.
I'll look at this again. Hang on. Tiamat.
Yep.
5-person party.
Level 1. Deadly.
Level 15. Level 15. No, okay. If I had a 5-person party... Even a 5-person party at level 20 is a deadly encounter.
Wow.
Yeah. But...
What the hell does she even use attack-wise?
She's a 5-headed dragon.
I know.
And I think...
She's a goddess.
She's a goddess.
Beautiful woman.
She's in her temple. It doesn't count as a lair because Tiamat doesn't have lair actions, but she's got enough legendary actions per turn, and she's got 5 heads, so, yeah. But there are ways to weaken her before the encounter happens.
Probably. They would have to build something in. Probably, like, break a certain relic of hers or some shit.
Yeah, there's like 6 different things that you can do to weaken her. If you do all 6, it makes the encounter much, much easier. But no matter what thing you do, if you only do 1 of the 6 things, it only removes the first of the 6 things that make her fight easier. One of the things that, one of the penalties that she receives from you doing so many tasks, or X amount of tasks, is that she loses her health regen per round.
Oh, that'll make the fight a lot easier.
Yeah. But there's things that I wouldn't even think of. You might, because you and Jimmy and Mike might, because you guys have been a part of more D&D. But there's things that are involved that I wouldn't think to do if I were playing through the campaign.
Mm.
Yeah. The writers that are currently employed at Wizards are very, very good writers.
Yeah.
Some of their encounters, however,
Oh yeah,
have some real balance issues.
I was looking through some of the encounters, and the very first encounter for Horde of the Dragon Queen, I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you put level 1? Why would you put a level 1 party, even a level 1 party of 8 members, against this encounter? Like, why is this your shoehorn for the first encounter?
Dare I even ask what it is?
You're not gonna know.
Don't they normally make the books for like people who are level 3 at the start?
No, this is the Dragon Tyrant campaigns are in 2 parts. The first one, Horde of the Dragon Queen, is 1 through 8. The second one, Rise of Tiamat, is 8 through 15. But you can always add in character hooks to throw in extra areas and extra experience for higher level.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Can everyone hear me all right?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Oh, I may have to disappear for a few minutes. Food will be arriving in the near future.
See, apparently the big problem with Horde of the Dragon Queen, less so with Rise of Tiamat, is that there's quite a few encounters where.
Yeah. I was reading. I downloaded the PDFs and I was like, what the fuck? Like, they have tables of like possible encounters. Roll a d6, determine your encounter, and all of them are like, oh my gosh, everyone will die.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Is that like everything is
if
lethal?
If you can avoid it, if you can avoid the encounter, like you can get around it and everything's okay. But at the moment you make the decision to attack, there's very few ways to retreat from it.
Mm. And then it's like, if you avoid the encounter, you don't get the experience, and then later you're fucked.
If you avoid an encounter and it doesn't show up again, you're supposed to get full experience.
Yeah. Because you made a...
You did successfully complete the encounter.
Yeah. You just subverted it. Sort of like how we did with the Ghost Manor there, how we got experience for fighting it. When we didn't fight it, we used diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's gone.
And it's gone.
Yeah, just put this in a nice portfolio for you, and it's gone. We lost it, it's gone.
This episode brought to you by Scotch that's half our age.
Ha!
12?
Yeah, it's 12.
Nice.
A nice Chianti.
We were discussing this earlier. I know, Professor, you, technically speaking, are younger than me, yes?
What?
Like, we were talking about this earlier, because I was like, God, I'm old. Because we were talking about Mark, who's going to be joining us, who's been gaming longer than we've been alive.
I've known 3 people.
No, you're the senior.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, I'm older.
Yeah.
I'm 25. You're 24.
4.
Zed's 24.
Kyle's 24.
Kyle's 24. Gideon just turned 21.
Wow. I actually didn't think you were that young. Okay.
Like, it's kind of, it's a little bit insane just how, like, he's been gaming for 27 years.
Yep.
And then Sarah's 35. I believe, yeah. So, yeah, fun stuff there. So we'll go for about another hour and a half or so, and
Okay.
we'll...
The huge.
Because there's a bunch of plot hooks I have planned, and I'm interested to see on what you guys plan on doing. So anyway, you go over to this wall, Go ahead and make an investigation. Okay. You're feeling along, and you find there's actually it's more of a misstep. You make a misstep, and you find that your foot kind of sinks a little bit, and it opens up, and there's the wall opens up. You're able to like press in, and it opens ever so slightly. And as you push on it more and more, it begins to open more, and light starts spilling into it. And you're looking
After you,
around.
sir.
It's very dark. Very dark.
Well,
Dark vision.
I was gonna say, I think both of you have dark vision.
yes, 60 feet.
All right, so you are able to see. It's black and white when you.
All right, so I
when you are
missed
able to see.
everything. The plot is gone. I do not know anything because delivery arrived.
We're going down.
we opened
We're
the
going down
wall.
a spooky staircase, and we're gonna get killed.
In the
Just because you
secret
jiggled a
tunnel.
Just because we jiggled, it was all because we jiggled the doorknob.
Yep.
Yeah, that falls under one of the stupidest plays I think I've heard in a long time.
You're welcome.
Quote, I jiggled the handle. Unquote.
Well, that's how you
I'm-
test a door. You
Quote,
I'm-
Jim,
I'm
can I just
stealth.
rage into exhaustion and die? End quote.
I was wondering.
Yes, you can, by the way.
you can.
Will you allow me?
It practically happened.
Yeah?
You had one level of exhaustion and you were so pissed.
So the light's spilling in, and you notice that there's a lot fewer books back here, but they definitely seem older.
Ugh.
Let's
And there's
examine
no-
the books.
Stoof!
Yes, there is Stoof behind the books.
He was the one pulling the strings the whole time. I knew it was you.
It's like the.
It's just like that Resident Evil game.
Oh, no, I was gonna say it was Silent Hill. At the end of Silent
Silent Hill,
Hill,
that's what I
one of
meant.
the endings was that a dog,
Hadoge.
a doge was sitting there the entire time doing the pulling the strings of everything. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway,
You got to put up a spoiler warning for Silent Hill
I
in your
say-
video description now.
Ah,
Silent Hill 2.
I say that we skim through the books as much as we can and as fast as we can, find which ones are important, and we take them.
Okay.
Do it.
So you just
Slide
kind
of
of start
hand those
grabbing
books.
books and looking through them.
Anything about Ancient Elven Order, anything that will relate to my Book of Secrets, anything that'll help Jim out.
You do find one on an Ancient Elven Order.
Alright.
You also find one on Bardic colleges.
Taking that with me.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the Ancient Order.
What
Anything
about
else on my
Orc
Book of
Elder
Secrets?
Gods? What about
I'm-
Orc Elder Gods?
Nothing about Elder Gods.
Well, he's not here, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be. I am keeping a sharp ear and eye out for. As a matter of fact, I'll be using my true sight so that I will detect anything that comes within 120 feet.
Okay.
And because
Too
I,
bad that he can detect you from 121 feet away.
it's like that Price is Right thing. $7.91, $7.90.
I bet $1, Bob.
Fuck that person, by the way.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Nothing on my book? Anything relating to my Book of Secrets?
You find like one tome that like you think just from the title it sounds like it's going to be related to your Book of Secrets.
I grab it.
And it's at this point you start to hear some of the librarians murmuring about where did that blasted page go.
Well, he's fired.
Good job, you ruined someone's life.
Sadly, I do not have 4th level spell slots and can't dimension his door out.
Let's get where there's nobody like directly outside from us, right? They wouldn't see us leaving.
Not necessarily.
All right, let's go and slowly close the door.
I'm going to look at him and say, "Do you have the invisibility? Do you know invisibility?"
No.
You're a shitty wizard.